Are you coming up short every month when it comes time to pay your bills? Are you struggling to find cash to pay for the fun things in your life, like vacations and entertainment? In this video, I'm going to reveal the simple method of how to take control of your finances so you can build your savings and stop going into debt to pay your bills. The good news is that it's never too late to stop making poor choices with your money that are keeping you broke. First, you have to stop looking to your credit cards as the quick fix when your monthly income runs out. As a freelancer, I've learned the hard way how important it is to live on a cash-only monthly budget. It is not a good idea to depend on your credit cards to cover your expenses because there may come a time when you either can't make the payments on your credit cards because the balances are too high, or you can't get approved for any credit cards because you have bad credit. If you are currently using a credit card to pay for regular monthly expenses so you can possibly earn rewards points, ask yourself if you are able to pay off the balance every month. If you cannot pay off the balance, you have just increased the cost of your gas and groceries with the interest fees charged to your credit card balance. As a result, the gas that you paid $4 a gallon for has automatically increased to $4.25 or $4.50 a gallon from the interest charges. Not a smart thing to do. And in recent times the interest rates on credit cards have increased a lot, and there's nothing you can do to stop that. According to an article on CNET.com from December 2023, about 55% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, 36% have more credit card debt than emergency savings, and 22% have no emergency savings at all. So what is the answer to stop making poor choices with your money? The answer is to use debit cards instead of credit cards. But wait, it's not as simple as it sounds. The key to using debit cards to build a successful financial life is by shifting your mindset. You need to use debit cards with a purpose. I believe this is the smartest change you can make in your financial life, and you can start today. What most people do is they just pay their regular monthly bills, and any extra expenses that come up, like car repairs or a much-needed vacation, goes on their credit card. In fact, that's what I used to do, and trust me, it is not a smart thing to do, because then your credit card bills get out of control. The problem is, when you work 40 hours a week, you are probably so tired that taking time to plan a detailed budget just seems too exhausting to do. So you just kind of wing it by making sure that your monthly bills are covered. But the big mistake you are making is leaving out those quarterly or annual expenses from your budget. It's time to shift your mindset to save now, pay later, instead of buy now, pay later. What do I mean when I say use debit cards with a purpose? With my personal budgeting method, I recommend opening a few debit card accounts to separate your monthly expenses. As an example, instead of using a designated credit card to pay for gas or groceries every month, and then hoping you can pay off the balance, use a designated debit card to pay for gas and groceries every month. You may think that you can just pay all of your expenses on one main debit card. But I don't recommend this because it's too tempting to spend it. Like if you want some extra cash, you go to the ATM and take some money out that was supposed to go to your future car repair or medical bills. So you want to have at least 3 debit cards for expenses that either fluctuate from month to month, or need multiple purchases throughout the month. I personally have 5 separate debit cards for 5 different expense categories. Of course, everyone is different, so you may have cards for different categories than me. My debit card categories include groceries and personal items, travel and vacation expenses, medical expenses and car repairs, including copays for health insurance and dental expenses, clothing and eating out, and finally, entertainment including books, CDs, movies, streaming subscriptions, etc. So each month, I set aside money in my budget to transfer to my debit cards to pay for these future expenses, paying close attention to those infrequent expenses that come quarterly or annually. I look at how much I spend on average in a year in each category. Then I divide that by 12 and save that amount each month so that I'm not stuck with a dilemma, say, the month I go to the dentist for a cleaning, or the month I go to get my car's oil changed, etc. It takes a few hours per month to plan your budget and deposit money into each debit card account, but it's worth it. When I worked for other companies, I never took the time to do this. It was only when I became a freelancer and had more time on my hands that I started looking meticulously at my budget to see where every dollar went. As a result, there is no more stress about how I am going to pay for an urgent car repair or a sudden dental issue with my teeth. Make your credit card your last resort, not your first resort. Before, my first choice was to use my credit card to pay for these extra expenses that came up a few times a year. But now, after learning some tough financial lessons, I only use my credit card as a last resort because I have set aside money on my various debit card accounts to pay for expenses like these. And don't stress about opening new bank accounts to get the debit cards. Many banks offer financial bonuses when you open a new account. I'll include some links to offers in the description below. But we're not done yet, we need to talk about your savings accounts. Automatically deposit every month to a savings account. One of my banks requires that you deposit at least $25 a month to your savings account, otherwise you have to pay a monthly bank fee. This is a great way to save money. Hopefully, you can increase the monthly amount over time. The good thing is you have the flexibility to change the amount from month to month, depending on your budget for that month. I actually recommend having more than one savings account. One savings account or IRA account for retirement that you do not touch. And one savings account for emergencies, like home repairs or job loss. If you want more tips on how to budget your money, watch my video about money habits that changed my life. In this video, I'm going to show you how to easily budget your money, how to save your money, and still have money to enjoy yourself and have fun, all with a really simple method. My goal is to help you take control of your own financial life, so that you can be happier and have peace of mind. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like this video to help this channel grow. Please subscribe to this channel and ring the bell for notifications of future videos. And keep watching more videos from the Life on a Budget channel.